We live in one of the most distracted times in history. Notifications buzzing on our wrists, devices pinging in our pockets, new technology arriving every year to grab your attention. The chaos of voices and distractions in our world can so easily pull our eyes away from the main thing, Jesus. And that's precisely the danger Hebrews is speaking into. This letter was written to first century Jewish Christians who were tempted to drift away from Christ. They were under pressure. They faced opposition, and some of them were thinking maybe it would just be easier to go back to the old ways. Back to the law, back to the temple, back to Moses. Now, Moses wasn't bad. He was a faithful servant of God. In fact, to Jewish people in the first century, Moses was the greatest. Chosen by God, deliverer of God's people, prophet, lawgiver, historian, humble servant. If you were going to leave Jesus behind, going back to Moses felt like a safe option. But Hebrews says, don't go back. Don't let go. Don't drift. Jesus is better. Jesus is better than angels. And now in chapter 3, Jesus is better than Moses. And so two big challenges come to us from the opening and closing verses of this paragraph. Consider Jesus and cling to Jesus. First, consider Jesus. Look in Hebrews chapter 3, verse 1. Therefore, holy brothers and sisters, you who share in a heavenly calling, consider Jesus, the apostle and high priest of our confession. Did you see it? Consider Jesus. To consider Jesus is more than a quick glance. It's not a passing thought or a casual nod. It's a deep, sustained look. It's giving him your attention in the middle of a distracted world. Moses was faithful in God's house as a servant, but Jesus is faithful over God's house as the son. Moses pointed forward to what was coming. Jesus is the one he was pointing to. Moses needed forgiveness for his own sin. Jesus is sinless. Moses was part of the house. Jesus is the builder of the house. And so the writer says, don't look away. Don't settle for shadows. Fix your eyes on him. Think deeply about who he is and what he's done. Consider Jesus. Second, cling to Jesus. Now look down at Hebrews chapter 3, verse 6. But Christ is faithful over God's house as a son, and we are his house, if indeed we hold fast our confidence and our boasting in our hope. So not only are we called to consider Jesus with our minds, we're also called to cling to him with our lives. Now that doesn't mean we save ourselves by holding tight enough. No, Jesus is the one who saves. He is the one who lived the perfect life, died the sacrificial death, and rose in triumphant resurrection. He is the rescuer. But we are called to hold fast to him. Picture a lifesaver diving into the ocean to rescue you as you're going under. All you can do is cling to the one who has already done the saving. That's the call of Hebrews 3. Don't let go. Don't drift back. Don't be distracted. Cling to Jesus. This week, as we unpack Hebrews chapter 3, verses 1 to 6, you'll see that Jesus is faithful like Moses, greater than Moses, and still building his house today. But the big idea is simple. Jesus is better than Moses. So consider Jesus and cling to Jesus. That's Christianity in a nutshell, isn't it? Not a list of rules, not a set of rituals, but a person, Jesus. See him clearly. Fix your eyes on him. Keep trusting Jesus.